First we recover the engine block. I'm going to deviate slightly away from the instructions. It tells you to put the bearer on and then to put the, there's a connector 23H. I'm going to glue 23H on first onto one bearer. And then it carries on and it says to put the other bearer on, then to put the radiator on, and finally we start to put, there's another 23E, which is a radiator radiator shutter control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on as well before I put the radiator on. I think that may help with the alignment of the bearers, because I can't see really there's any part on there that will help with the alignment. So if I put that on with the two bearers, that, and then we'll put this piece on as well, and then I think that will help us align everything, because there's two little grooves there which will fit over these sections like that. I think that will help. So I'll give that a try, and then we'll see where we go from there. So I take the bearer. I'm just going to put a little bit of spot of glue on that peg, and then we'll fit this. It's made of rubber, so I'm just going to put on there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on these pins. Okay. Do the same for the other side. Bit with there where a couple will go. Right, line the two holes on that side. Right, squeeze those together. Then we'll take the radiator bearer. So make sure that's the right way around. There's two cutouts on one on either side, and they go on these pins. Just going to put a little bit of glue on these pins. Take the bearer. And it fits like that. Now I'll jump back to step 4, where we put the radiator together. So that's the radiator, 2 holes, 2 pins, only goes one way around. One pin is bigger than the other, and it goes like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the pin. squeeze together. Next we take the radiator, and the radiator's that lug there goes into that slot. When you look at the radiator, the lug is to the front, like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on that. And just rock it back and forth slightly, and then we'll go in. And then when it's in, it'll fit against the bearer up there. So you can see that. It looks aligned. Next we take the header pipes. So they're in two halves. There's a 3 little pins and 3 holes there. So I'm just put a little bit of adhesive on that and glue those together. Yeah, and they just click together. If you notice with this piece, I had glued it. It told you to glue it to that in issue 21, but I've just taken it and stuck it. So I just pulled it off because there's a little pin that end that needs to fit into the hole of the radiator. So if I goes like that. I don't know if you can see that. Then this then will go into the other side like that, and then we'll go on the back there, and it goes on to there's 2 little pins which we had in issue 21, which is 21H and 21I, which are the coolant pipes left and right. Because of the alignment of that, I've just taken them off, and I'm gonna put them onto the back of that, and then stick them back in, because I wasn't sure of when we stuck them on. They sort of, you could move them quite a bit, and they didn't really sit in a particular place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit them into the back of that, have a look where, and then put a bit of glue, and then put this on and glue it to the engine. So what I've done, I've just fitted that into the pipe. So you can see it sits in quite well. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue onto that, just to hold it into the pipe. Pop it in. Like that. So you can see I've glued them into position there, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on them, and so there we are. That is that issue complete. We've got the radiator on, got the engine bearers on. See that, where it goes onto the pipe.